This is problem number 4 for section 3.1. In this problem it says find the slope of the graph of the function g of x equals 7x over x plus 4 at 3, 3. Then find an equation for the line tangent to the graph at that point. So what they want us to do is they want us to find the slope first. Once we find the slope, write the equation for the tangent line that touches this function at 3, 3. So let's start by finding the slope expression for this function. We know we find that slope expression by doing limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So we're going to start by taking x plus h, plugging it into the function, and then plugging x into that function. And where our goal is to cancel out this h, because when we take the limit right now, we plug 0 in and we divide by 0, and that's undefined, so we need to cancel that h out. That's our goal. Let's start by saying 7 times x plus h over x plus h plus 4 minus f of x, which is just 7x over x plus 4, and that's over h. I'm just going to put ditto here for the limit as h approaches 0. Let's find a common denominator here. Now, this has x plus h plus 4 in it. This has x plus 4 in it. We need to multiply this left fraction by x plus 4 over x plus 4, and this right one by x plus h plus 4 over x plus h plus 4. So we're going to say x plus 4 over x plus 4. We're going to multiply that by 7. I'm going to distribute up here. I know you don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So that's 7x plus 7h over, this will be x plus h plus 4 in the bottom, minus 7x over x plus 4. And we're going to multiply this by x plus h plus 4 over x plus h plus 4. All right. When we do this multiplication, remember this is a binomial times another binomial. So we're going to end up with x times 7x, which is 7x squared. X times 7h, that's 7xh. 4 times 7x is 28x. And 4 times 7h is 28h. And when we multiply this side, remember we have 3 terms times this term. So this is all over x plus 4, x plus h plus 4, minus, on top when we distribute, we end up with 7x squared plus 7xh plus 28x. And that's all over x plus 4 x plus h plus 4. I did forget one thing in this other step. I should have had this all divided by h, and this should all be divided by h, because remember our goal is to cancel that h out. Let's distribute on top. So when we distribute on top, we end up with 7x squared plus 7xh plus 28x. We can combine these together, so it's plus 28h, and then we take the negative, and we get negative 7x squared minus 7xh minus 28x. When you distribute that negative to each term, this is all over one denominator now, which was x plus 4, x plus h plus 4. So we combine the two fractions together and distribute that negative. And this is over h. At this point, I think it makes sense to essentially combine this h with this denominator here. I have a fraction over another fraction technically. I'm going to multiply this one by 1 over h and divide it by 1 over h. So this is actually just multiplying the whole thing by 1. Essentially, you think about flipping and multiplying the top when you divide two fractions, or combining the denominators together, or you can think about it this way. You'll see h over 1 cancels with the 1 over h. And essentially, the denominators just get combined together. So we're going to say equals, this is 7x squared plus 7xh plus 28x plus 28h minus 7x squared minus 7xh minus 28x, and that's all over. When we do this, I'm going to end up with x plus 4, x plus h plus 4. And don't forget we have limit that's out front. Limit as h approaches 0. So this is going to equal the limit as h approaches 0. I can cancel out this 7x squared with this, or this negative 7x squared with this positive 7x squared. 7xh and negative 7xh cancel. 28x and negative 28x cancel. So I'm left with 28h on top over h x plus 4 x plus h plus 4. And then we're going to go ahead and say the h's are going to cancel, and that's limit as h approaches 0 for 28 over x plus 4 x plus h plus 4. Which, when we plug in 0, we end up with 28 over x plus 4 x plus 4 when you plug in the 0 for h, which is 28 over x plus 4 squared. So this is our expression for the slope at any point on this line right here, on that function right there. Now we want to find the slope at 3, 3. So I'm going to take this and say that that is equal to, let's plug in 3 for x, and I get 28 over 3 plus 4 squared, which is 28 over, this is 7 squared, which is 49. And I can divide them both by 7, so I end up with 4 over 7 for a slope. So that's the first part, is finding that slope at 3, 3. Now I want to find the tangent line. So I take this, plug it into slope-intercept form. And now I'm going to plug in the coordinate 3, 3. So I get 3 equals 4/7 times 3 plus b. 3 equals, this will be 12 over 7 plus b. I'm going to subtract the 12 over 7 over, and this will be 21 over 7 when I find a common denominator for that one, minus 12 over 7 equals b, which is 9 over 7. So my tangent line is going to be, let's write it right here, y equals 4/7 x plus 9 over 7. And that's the tangent line to this curve at this point.